Hi, I hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good myself. Today, I want to talk about the truth and how important it is in your journey of a lifetime to seek the truth and tell the truth. So, and accept the truth when you find it. I find that humans have an impeccable ability to lie to themselves and get away with it, right? And by get away with it, what I mean is that you convince yourself the lie is true, but you don't really get away with it because it harms you if you believe that something that isn't true is true. One of the goals of, well, if you're on a mental health journey, you understand that one of your goals should be to be present in the moment, right? How could you possibly be present and in reality if you're not telling yourself the truth? If you're not being real with yourself, how could you possibly be living in reality? You're going to be staying inside your head because things don't make sense. Things don't make sense because you told yourself a lie. That information, oh, this doesn't add up. Well, it's because one of those pieces of information that you have to analyze the present with is false. And deep down, you know it's false. And you just keep telling yourself that because that's what you want to believe. Humans they're susceptible particularly to lies that they want to believe, and they're more likely to believe information that they want to believe. Think about it like this. Say you're having an argument with your friend about some fact, right? It doesn't have to be anything specific. It doesn't matter what it is, but you look up on Google the answer to the question to see who's right. There is going to be information that points to your friend being right, and there's going to be information that points to you being right. But you choose to only read out what proves that you're right, and you're going to see that information and pick and choose subconsciously because that's what humans do. It is the easy route to believe what you currently believe. It is much harder to change your belief. It is uncomfortable to change your belief. And so humans sort of naturally swing towards staying on the same or with the same beliefs, right? It's similar to how it's difficult to get yourself to try a new diet that you know is going to work. It's difficult because it's uncomfortable. You're not used to it. And it's the same way. You're uncomfortable and not used to that new information. It changes your perception of reality when you accept that new information as the truth. And it feels uncomfortable at first. But once you just really accept it and then figure out what to do now that you've accepted that information, then it's much easier. Life just gets better. You are more present. You're living in reality more, surely. You know what is real and what isn't a little bit more. One piece of information more so than you did before. And this information might lead you to make a decision that is the best decision you've ever made in your life, and you just don't know that. That's what I'm saying, why the truth is so important on the journey of a lifetime. If you don't make a habit of accepting the truth and accepting reality for what it is, you're going to be stuck in a circle. You're going to be stuck in a cycle and not understand why things are the way that they are. Why am I unhappy? Why am I not this successful yet? Why am I not here when I'm or why am I not there and instead I'm here? And the answer is because you're likely lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself. If you can't understand why you're in the position that you're in, then it's because you don't understand some piece of information, and it's likely because you haven't taken the time to learn learn, like research that subject, or maybe you haven't taken the time to dive into your own mind through meditation or journaling and really getting to know yourself and figure out what you're lying to yourself about. But really, if you don't understand why you're in the position that you're in, there's some figuring out that you need to do, because nobody's in a position that they don't put themselves in. Maybe someone else is the cause of them being in that position, but you allowed that person to put you in that position. You are still responsible. It might not be your fault, but you are responsible for the position that you're in. And those are different. But the point being is that you have control. You are the one that's in control of what you believe, and what you believe is in control. What you believe in, what your values are in control of how your life ends up. And if you keep telling yourself the same things that don't allow you to grow and don't allow you to get outside of your comfort zone and don't allow you to, well, understand who you are, then how are you ever going to change who you are? How are you ever going to get into a better position? How are you ever going to be happier? You can't just keep saying the same things to yourself that are hurting you. I mean, at one point I realized that I was lying to myself about my addictions, and I had to say, like, no, these aren't casual things. I am addicted. I told myself I was addicted. I accepted that I was addicted. And that truth allowed me to escape addiction. It allowed me freedom because I accepted it first. You can't say, oh, I should drink less, but I'm not an addict. I'm not an addict, but I probably should because it'd be a little bit healthier. Then you're going to allow yourself to, well, you're going to justify it later. In the future, you're going to justify it. You're going to say, well, I'm not an addict. This is just casual. I mean, I know I said I drink less, but like, it's not really a problem. So if you just accept the fact that there's a problem, you're going to be more likely to fix it. You have to accept and really understand what your weak points are so you can fix them and grow. The most growth comes from fixing your weak points rather than, why would you just keep focusing in on something that you're already great at? I mean, I understand that too, but I mean, that's obviously still great. It's still good to improve at something you're great at. But if you want to make quick growth, just fix the things you suck at. Fix the things that you're worst at. It takes almost no time. It's just uncomfortable. You do that, yourself as a whole is much better. You're much more well-rounded. You're much more balanced of a person, and a balanced person is an effective and efficient person that can navigate life correctly and appropriately, and not get confused and lost and not understand why they're struggling. You just have to tell yourself the truth. Tell yourself the truth. If you seek the truth, if you accept the truth, and if you tell the truth, you are going to be able to experience life in a way that most people don't get to experience because they're lying to themselves, they're lying to others, and they're just not accepting what reality is. If you live in reality, you'll understand that life is good. If you live in confusion because if you aren't real with yourself and with others, you'll think that life is awful. But it's not. Life is good. Life is really good if you just figure out what the truth is. The truth frees you. I'm telling you, the truth frees you. It feels good. So seek the truth, tell the truth, accept the truth. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a good day.